Alright, just heading home from the Cupids Chase in Latrobe today. Finished first overall. I believe the time was 17 minutes, 44 seconds. It's a pretty good time for me on this course. I've run it probably my fourth time. I know I've won it 2 other times for sure, maybe a third. I'd have to look. Either way, this is, I would say, my 4th time running it. The other years it's been really, really cold, like we'll say 10 degrees, hard to breathe type temps. I think one year was kind of icy and snowy covered, so it's kind of hard to run in. So the times before weren't the best, but I think today was probably my best time. I would say without a doubt today was my fastest time on that course, just because of the conditions and the weather. It's 31 degrees right now. It was high 20s, probably like 27, 28 when we started, with no real wind. So pretty optimal temperature for October 11th. I think today's the 11th. Yeah, today's the 11th. They said it was their biggest crowd of people signed up that they ever had. I forget how many they said they had. It was over 100. I think they said 140, but it didn't seem like that much. Might have seemed closer to 100. Either way, it's for a good cause. It's community options. It helps people with disabilities. So I like to support it, and they're always nice people. Can't really complain. Well, I guess there was a little snafu this morning with the chips and the timing. I'm not sure what it was, but there was like a long line. When I got there, I had to wait like 15-20 minutes in the line before I got my bib this morning. So I was kind of behind my schedule. Didn't really get to warm up much, so I was kind of agitated and I had to pee. So I didn't even get my shoes on, my bib and everything ready, my MP3 player, until like 2 minutes before the race started. I was trying to stretch while I was in line, but you know, I'd like to do a little bit of a jog for a warm-up. That really didn't happen much. I just got a brief 15-second in. Luckily it wasn't freezing. Either way, whatever. I guess I really didn't need it this morning, since I put down a good time. Knowing the course really helps. The same race course gets used for the turkey trot, the bunny hop, and some other races in Latrobe. It's a pretty standard course. I videoed it, like 10 minutes ago. So I sort of knew the course, how to attack it, which helps. There really wasn't much competition today. I won by like a minute and a half. You never know. Some years it's really tight. Some years it's a blowout. Today was one of those blowout years. Since I was agitated, I took off out the gate. I think I put down like a 5.5 to start, just because I was a little agitated. Yeah, 5:39, 5:56, 5:52 for my splits. And I did pull back probably about a mile in, because I looked back and there was nobody behind me. Because going in, I really wasn't going to push and only go as fast as I needed to. But I went faster than I planned, which is fine because I feel good and I needed some speed work. There really isn't much to talk about because everybody else was, not to be mean, but like so far behind and out of sight. I didn't have to push, or there wasn't no position jockeying or anything like that. But I had a cop car lead me the whole way, which was nice. It was a non-diesel vehicle, which some races have, so I didn't have to breathe any fumes today. And it stayed far enough ahead that even if it was, I wouldn't have to worry about fumes, because that a lot of times takes a lot of energy and oxygen out of my lungs because that diesel fumes get in there and you just can't breathe then. Course was pretty well marked, but then again with signs. But I also really wasn't watching per se because I had the lead vehicle, but I did notice the signs with the red arrows pointing in the right direction. Actually, while I was filming, you actually get down a one-way, which I didn't even notice when the cop was leading, so I had to like sneak through real quick in a one-way. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. I'm admitting to it just to film it. Got a cool trophy. Talked to some friends afterwards. Got some clips, videos. I did videoed the finish line. Other than that, my legs felt pretty good. I feel like I'm fully recovered. I just wasn't really in a race mode or a killer instinct. I just pretty much went with the flow today. Ran my own race. I don't want to say I enjoyed it, but I was kind of mine was sort of elsewhere. Music, I really didn't even notice the music. I just occasionally would see the police car in front of me as they were turning, but I sort of just like blanked out and ran today. And I don't know, got a donut afterwards, and I guess that's it. Wish there was more to say. There really isn't, because it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, I'm just thankful that there was nice weather. The roads were clear. I didn't take any wrong turns. Actually, I think there's two younger kids there, like high school kids. I think one of them said he took a wrong turn. I heard him say to his dad as he came in, his dad was like, how'd you take a wrong turn? He explained some playground. I don't know exactly where, but everybody else seemed to have fun, and I don't know. I guess that's about it. So, so I don't ramble on. But I took first, getting one step closer, and I'm happy that I feel good. Legs feel good. I guess training's going well. I'm recovered pretty well from the leg frozen's knot. No lasting effects. I don't have nothing for a couple weeks, really, that I know of that I signed up for. Probably not till March. So nothing really exciting going on except busting my ass in training. So keep an eye out what I'm doing, and see you guys soon.